There are several ways to become a citizen of the United States of America. The two main ways are by birth or by the naturalization process. Citizenship is automatically granted to the people who were born in the territory of the United States. If you are not born in the United States but would like to be a citizen, you can begin the very long and complicated process of naturalization. How does this process work?
First, you have to figure out if you are eligible and meet the requirements. There are many requirements, but two specific ones are that you need to be at least 18 years old and you had to have graduated high school or an equivalent in work history. My abuelo and abuela began the process after abuelo had finished his program to be a cardiologist. My abuela had completed high school and was a teacher. They were able to apply to be in the VISA lottery.
Visa lottery.
Visa, for sure, I guess. Every year, the U.S. currently grants 50,000 green cards. Green cards are permits to come and establish a permanent resident or home in the United States. Green cards do not make you a citizen, but they do afford you the opportunity to work and make a paycheck. You also pay taxes.
To get a green card, you have to have been selected in the lottery, and then you are interviewed to verify and ensure that you are eligible. Once you get a green card, you are free to live and work in the United States for a period of 10 years. In that time, you must work to establish a permanent residence. Basically, you are showing that you are a contributing member to society and community. You must have permanent residence for at least 5 years. If you are married to a U.S. citizen, you need a permanent residence for 3 years. After you meet these requirements, you can apply for citizenship.
Applying for citizenship is another long process. First, each person applying must pay a $750 fee. They must submit themselves to be fingerprinted and photographed by the FBI for their records. If everything checks out okay, they will be scheduled for the all-important interview. At this time, they will also take both an English and Civics test. These tests are to ensure they have studied the nation's history and understand what they will be pledging their allegiance to.
After their interview and testing, their application will be reviewed. It will either be granted or denied. If it is denied, they cannot become U.S. citizens. If it is granted, they will need to take the oath of allegiance. This is the final step to becoming a U.S. citizen. As you can see, unless you were born here, becoming a U.S. citizen is no easy task. It can often take 10 years or more to complete this process. Thankfully, our abuelos worked hard to help our dad become a U.S. citizen.
When my dad became a U.S. citizen, he received a really nice letter from the President of the United States at that time. It came on nice paper with an official seal. The letter was titled "The White House, Washington," and it reads, "Dear fellow American, I want to congratulate you on reaching the impressive milestone of becoming a citizen of our great nation. As your responsibilities that accompany it, you follow the many brave democracy over the last 2 centuries. Now, the many brave men and women who have sacrificed to establish and preserve our democracy over the last 2 centuries.
You now are in a great experiment, a nation dedicated to the ideal that all of us are created equal. A nation with profound respect for individual rights. The United States is a land of unparalleled natural beauty, vast opportunity, and freedom. It is home to people who have been drawn to our shores from all over the world, and who share a common love for life and liberty.
Please join me in devoting your hopes, your prayers, your energies, and your labor to our common good and to the future of this wonderful country together. We must strive to safeguard this wonderful country. Together we must strive to safeguard the freedoms we hold so dear, not only for ourselves, but for the future generations.
Heather and I welcome you as a new citizen and extend our best wishes for much happiness in the future. Sincerely, Bill Clinton. I
And-
pledge of allegiance.
Sophia Wafer. And this has also been typed on typewriter. Old-fashioned.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.